one quick question, Jim. What do you want the Fed to do going forward?
If I were Bernanke, I would abolish the Fed and resign.
Okay.
It would be the best thing for the country.
All right. Thank you very much, Jim, for your insights and opinion this morning. It was great having you on.
Causing confusion is an understatement. Here we have the Fed saying that and the government saying that the economy is great, low unemployment, the economy is growing, GDP was great last quarter, stock market's near an all-time high, and the Fed cuts interest rates. I mean, what is this? The Fed is supposed to take away the punch bowl when things are great, not when things. You're not supposed to pour more punch into the punch bowl when things are great. These people are leading us to terrible problems down the line.
Well, describe to us what problems you think they are leading us down the line.
We're already seeing the dollar's collapsing. Commodities are going through the roof, which means inflation is going through the roof. The bond market's not going up. I mean, the bond market doesn't think this is a great thing. Nobody except Mr. Bernanke and I guess his comrades are doing this. But Bernanke loves printing money. His whole career has been devoted to printing money. He recently before he was appointed, wrote an article saying that the mistakes in the past have been when the oil prices go up, the Fed has raised interest rates to prevent inflation. He says, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to cut interest rates and fuel inflation. This man is a nut.
Do you know Bernanke by any chance, Jim?
No, of course not. I don't deal with government employed bureaucrats. Why is a government employee? Can get a real job. Well, the U.S. dollar is a terribly flawed currency. As recently as 1987, the United States was a creditor nation. We're now the largest debtor nation the world has ever seen in only 20 years. We owe the rest of the world over 13 trillion with a T U.S. dollars. It's a bad number, but what's worse is our foreign debts are increasing at the rate of $1 trillion every 15 months. It's simple arithmetic at how fast it's going to go up, but it's pretty terrifying arithmetic. I don't want to own a currency which is being debased that way. The central bank in America has said that they're going to print as many dollars as they have to drive down the value of the currency. The Secretary of the Treasury is trying to drive down the value of the currency. I mean, it doesn't take a genius to figure out that it's a currency that's going to be going down for some time to come. They want to debase currency. The head of the central bank has been printing money since he got there for 2 years. He's printing money very rapidly now, especially since the summer. This is a man who his whole intellectual career has been spent studying the printing of money. Now America's giving him the printing presses. I don't want to be in a currency like that. Jeff, we had the worst excesses we've had in the credit markets in world history. You think we just wake up one morning and say, oh, well, we had a horrible, horrible period of excess, and now everything's okay, we're just going to ignore that? We're going to have to take some pain. Jeff, never before in world history were people able to buy houses with no money down. Many people bought 4 or 5 houses with no money down and no job. And then they did it with cars and student loans and credit card loans. You think we just say, well, that's too bad, we're going to start over, nobody loses his job? Jeff, be realistic.
Jim, what do we need from our G7 leaders this weekend?
Brother, what they need to do is, go down to the bar and have a beer and leave the rest of us alone. Let the people who are sound succeed and let the other people fail. And Jeff, what I'm afraid of is they're going to keep doing what they've been doing, which the market hates. You can see the market hates it because this is going to unleash rampant inflation around the world, rampant confusion in the currency markets, and you're going to have currencies gyrating all over the world. Bond markets are going to start to collapse. And then we're going to have a real problem, and that's why the stock market understands this. They're unleashing a inflationary holocaust because they don't know what else to do.
If you reach back in your memory, a little bell might ring.